What's up, guys? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz back again, continuing our Tokyo Revengers set review today with Red. I'm joined today by Carmen and Andy, as per usual,
Welcome back, everybody.
as well as our special guests, Jason and Ollie.
Pod.
Ohio.
That was fucking weebs, dude.
Right. I guess
I
we'll.
love Tokyo Revengers.
What kind
Dude,
of
Ohio, I love that state. It's like
Okay.
right near us.
Yeah,
It is.
Can you name the sports team for Ohio State, Andy?
Uh,
The Buckeyes, right?
Buckeyes, right?
I don't know.
I was thinking it at the same
I
time. He
think
just
so.
said it first.
I was about to
I don't
say
actually know any
Seminoles,
sports-
but that's
I don't know any
Florida
sports
State.
teams, dude.
Yeah, it's the Buckeyes.
Okay.
Got there.
Good job.
Buckeye
You
pie.
could have told me.
I always know because people would wear their hats and it looks like the weed leaf, and I'd be like, "What are you doing? Get that out of here."
Call him a buckaroo.
This is a high school. Stop that.
Anyway, okay, let's
yeah,
go. Let's stop
guys,
talking about fucking Ohio. Let's start
start
talking
us
about
off,
this,
yep.
this child soldier
Level
looking dude
0
here.
Chifuyu.
You can just read it. Go ahead.
When it's put on stage from hand, this gets 500 times the number of your revenge characters, and then it's a clean cut.
Wow.
Wow, clean cut.
We take
Okay.
those.
Card that encourages tri-fielding.
Yeah, power condition's a little weird for a clean cut, but I guess it gets to 3K if you have two other things on board.
I think it's fine. Probably okay.
Eh.
It probably doesn't come up very often.
I mean,
He counts himself for what it's worth.
Okay, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does
So,
count himself.
at
Okay,
worst,
that-
he's a 3K bait. Usually, anytime you're plugging a clean cut, he's a 3K.
Okay. then
Yeah,
that's-
because you would
that's
never
fine.
feel to kill him.
unless you were bad and put this one down first.
Look,
He's fine.
we give everyone the benefit of the doubt here.
B for benefit.
B for benefit.
Got him.
Clean cut, unfortunately, pretty poor position.
True.
All right,
Yeah.
Brian, go ahead.
All right, we've got this 1/1 Draken. If the standby, Heart of Caring, is in your climax zone, this card gains the standby trigger icon in all zones. Wow.
Wow.
If there are 5 or fewer cards in your stock, this card gains 4K power in hand encore.
Card kind of sucks, but you probably have to play in it standby.
Mhm.
Yeah. You just choose. You try to avoid standbying 1/1s, except for like when you have to.
Is that a
It is more standby triggers.
does that combo go with anything else, or is this just like a?
No,
Nope.
it's just
I feel
It
like
is-
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is just meant to be your 1/1 that happens to
gets
also
above
be your
that,
standby.
it's
You get to
bananas.
shuffle this card back with your Hina Ricky. So you can do that. You can do the Degen Quince shit where you go like, oh, 3 cards in deck, play the Ricky, shuffle back 2 cards, and then you can play the Emma Brainstorm, and then you get to pick your trigger, and you're like, haha, I'm just playing Quintal. I'm just playing Quince. I love Quince. Haha.
All right, Tyler, calm down.
That is what you do, and then
It's-
this card is on your level 1 and not your level 3, which can be nice sometimes, so you don't lose your level 3s to stock.
Yep,
hmm
it's fine.
This card is a fucking garbage 1/1 though. Fuck that stock.
Yeah.
Really.
That's
When I played against Ryan playing this combo, he would fucking trigger like 2 of these a turn
Yeah,
with the
good
standby.
player,
I was
good
like,
player,
Jesus
Dave,
Christ,
really.
so powerful.
The high rolls are high.
Yeah.
All right, next. You got this 3/2 Mikey.
Gamer.
On play heal. Climax combo with a standby. At the end of this card's attack, if the standby is in your climax zone, you may pay 3, discard a card from your hand, and resonate a copy of himself, a copy of this card. If you do, look at up to 3 cards at the top of your opponent's deck. Choose up to 3 characters where the sum of the power of the cards chosen by this way is X or lower. Put the chosen cards in the clock in any order. Put the rest in the waiting room. X equals the power of this card.
It's like weird Hina.
So the more you pump this card, the better it is at shoving cards in your opponent's clock and they can't cancel.
4,500 power
It
pump.
checks an
looking sick
extra
now.
card for
Aw.
Hina, but if your opponent reveals a single level 3, things get dicey. However, in the top 3 of your
Order.
opponent's deck, you will probably see a climax and 2 characters, most likely. So you hope if you pump this, it's like at worst a level 3 and like a level 0 or a level 1. And if this card is sitting like 13, 14, I'm not sure of the exact power lines. Is that about ballpark?
This card will usually be like 13-5 or more.
13-5 or more. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty likely you'll kick both the clock. So it is like Cocoachino.
You gotta consider too, like you consider a lot of cards to be like, oh, this card is an 11K, but in actuality, it's a 9K that gets 2,000 power on field.
Yeah,
so a lot of times the cards are weaker in deck.
Things are lower than you think. That is
like,
an
look
important
at Mushoku,
point.
right? Ghislaine is a 5K.
Yeah.
So that card just gets yeeted, like it's like a chump.
Is it 5K? I thought that she was.
Ghislaine is 5K, 2K per back row.
Oh, talk about the 2/2.
Yeah. So like a card like that is like, you know, pretty big on your board is actually just a weenie. Right? So it just gets goodbye. You will usually hit 2 to 3 cards.
So long, Gay Bowser.
And if you're not hitting 3, you're usually hitting a climax or something. So or an event. And you're like sad, but whatever.
Something may come up. Card doesn't have an event, so against decks that might play into
Nijigasaki.
Several
That's
events.
That's
Tokyo Avengers itself, if you're playing the blue combo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Slime?
honest. I'm not like a huge fan. It seems fine, but it just doesn't scream like wow to me. You know,
I think the combo is probably pretty good.
This card's fucking insane.
What?
This card's
Okay, Andy, how many times have
Really?
you sat down against Day I Became a God?
I don't know. A few.
Oh, okay. How dumb is it when Hina just like fucking just kicks 2 cards a clock and you can't cancel?
Yeah, but Hina is like a bit better than this, isn't it?
No,
I don't think so.
What does the Hina do?
I think they're equivalent in the
Hina
amount of
is-
things you have to do to get them to work.
Kick. No, this card is actually so much less effort than Hina. Hina is kick cumulative level X or lower, where X is the number of different named events in your memory, and all of your events are stock costed. So
I don't know. It's like I don't think you're ever like try fielding this or anything, and
No,
it
you're
is like kind of a
fielding
lot of
this.
stock.
no, it's not. You're fielding 2 of these.
Well,
And you
okay.
need, like-
Think about the context, Andy. This is a standby deck. This is a really good finisher
Yeah,
in a standby deck.
You're standbying this out, and then you're like playing one down. If you have 3 stock going into your attack phase, you have double because it's end of attack. Right. So it's really not a lot of effort at all because you're going like standby a copy this out. Okay, cool. Then the card we'll talk about later, the Gold 1500 is also an early play, so that card could reasonably be on the board already as well from standby, whatever. Then you go play this card down, play the standby out your global 2K. This card now you already have 2 of these that are now 13-5s. Before you did literally anything else, you have like a power pumper, bouncer you could play as well, etc., etc. So this card is like realistically like 13-5, maybe 14 if you have the brainstormer on the board that we'll talk about later. And then this card usually hits 2 to 3 things on average. Or again, like Carmen said, on like most decks aren't playing events realistically, so it'll maybe hit a climax. And if it hits a climax, that's sick. Right? And if it kicks 3, then you just kick 3 cards at the end of this card's attack. Where this attacks for like 2, maybe 3. So it's not a lot of effort. There's no stock overhead besides the card itself, because it's not asking for you to have anything else like Hina. Hina is a like 3 to 4 stock overhead to actually be a reasonable finisher when you think about it. So
I guess I think more decks play events than you think.
they don't.
Like especially in English.
All right, how many decks play that?
You have Mushoku. You have
That goes to memory. Okay.
Danmachi, once this is
Slime.
legal.
Donwachi plays a
Sure,
bunch
but
of
that match is not
events.
real right now. That doesn't matter.
It will be in like a month or whatever.
Okay, wait. It will be in the events where this set is legal.
Sure, and then if you play this deck against Danmachi, you get fucking railed anyway, because that's what Danmachi does.
Okay,
Who
that's
cares?
true. You lose that matchup no matter what. It's just even worse.
You just have to play into other cards.
Yeah.
Mushoku plays events. They have that stupid
It goes to
blue
memory. It
potion
doesn't
event.
matter. That card's
What?
whatever.
But they can still hit it off the top of the deck. Slime, they play a bunch of events. Yeah, they go to memory, but you know they still
It's
have
only
them in their
one
deck.
event. It goes to memory, and that card doesn't even come back. Like the slide one's actually just gone. Mushoku's at least can come back, I guess. But Slime's is just gone. Like that card, you use it, goodbye. It doesn't matter, right? Like Danmachi is probably the only one in English that's actually going to be like a reasonably obnoxious.
But it is a match. It is a matchup where if you were playing standby into it, you would be losing for other reasons. So it's
Yeah,
kind of
you're already
irrelevant
unfavored in that matchup. That Mikey's just going to be there to be there.
as a healer. Yeah.
And it's gonna be really funny when you're playing Danmachi against this deck and they paid 3, they reveal the top 3. It's like 3 events. They're like, oh,
2 events and a
How-
climax, and you're like,
how
oh,
how unfortunate.
nice. How unfortunate
I
of
think
you
got a
to run
climax,
into
Pog.
me.
Yeah, but it's okay because you have this next card coming up too, which we'll talk about. But I like this card a lot. I think this card is like a draw to this set, honestly.
I'm
And
a
it's one of the
fan.
better one of the better standby top ends we've gotten in this game, I think.
I think Hina's so stupid.
Yeah, having played against a fair amount of Dad Became God, I think, assuming you get to the relevant power and you don't get super unlucky with what you flip off your opponent's deck, this card can be
Yeah.
super
Like,
impactful.
being on a standby just makes this card so cheap too. Like you don't even-
That's true.
and then you have the 2K assist too, and the 2K assist can let you cheat this to the front row a turn early too. So you may even not pay any stock for these cards. Like you might play a standby, spawn 1, trigger a standby, spawn 1, and then maybe you pay 1, drop 1 to keep the card alive because it can't be reversed now. It's like, it's really obnoxious. Card's just good. Really, really good. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Next card.
Yeah, we good to move on, or
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah.
well, Jason read my card, so I'll read his card. So
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
we got Mikey and Draco.
Draken.
When this is played from your hand
Draco.
to stage.
Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy.
Andy.
I can't
Go ahead.
believe I. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
You heal when you play him.
Mhm.
And when he attacks, you can pay 3 and discard 2 cards, deal 2 to your opponent, and throw a card from their waiting room on top of their deck.
Wow,
Pretty
synergy.
decent off finisher. Deal 2 damage, and then you get some little extra insurance to get your big attack off or
Yeah,
whatever.
so
Or you can get cute with your side attacks and just throw a clean card on top.
Yeah, this card's really good at dealing 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, if you're playing this with the finisher that we just looked at, you can also throw a low power character onto the
you
top
cannot.
of their deck.
You cannot.
cannot?
It is before you attack. You top deck.
Yeah, on
Oh,
attack.
It
Oh,
modifies its own attack.
You're right. Okay.
I
Never
like
mind.
it. This is a really
I thought-
solid
I
off
thought the
finisher.
same thing too. Yeah, I think this card's like actually just good.
All right, Ollie.
Is this me now? Okay. I got this level 0. During your opponent's turn, when this becomes reversed in battle, pay cost if you so, rest this, and it goes to memory the next encore step. And then pay 1, put this in the waiting room to check 4, add a revenge character.
Pog.
It's plus
Pretty interesting.
0.
You can save it. You save him. Well, actually, no, I don't like it because if you save him and then you send him to waiting room, then he doesn't get to go to memory.
All right, Andy. Think of it this way: you're falling into the trap. That's the trap with this card. They are 2 effects that are very clearly counterintuitive to each other. However, a big problem with these cards. Have you played like Memory Hololive or anything yet, or like any of those kind of decks?
No.
Right? So Memory Hololive plays a card where it is the when another attacks, it gets 1k power, and then it has the pay 1 encore go to memory effect, right? That first effect is fucking garbage. That card, any copy that doesn't get to get put into your memory is like a trash card. Now you just have like a dead card in your deck, you hate it. This card is however many gets go to memory, it's fine. And now every other copy that you'll never get to send to memory has like an extremely useful effect that
Has
you
a
will just
relevant
want
effect
in your
on it.
deck, and it's just a good effect.
Mhm.
Right, like pay 1 sack, check 4 is just a good effect. We play those.
Okay. Okay,
So,
I can dig
yeah.
it. I can dig
So
it.
like your 2 copies you got maybe into memory, sick, they're gone, and now you just have 2 copies of a pay 1 sack, check 4 later in the game. It's actually like this card's actually good. Like I was not a believer in this card, and then I played with like 2 or 3 of it, and I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does this
it
only
reads-
go on the deck to where you need it? Is this a memory condition of some kind?
No, it's not a memory condition for anything. You can
Okay,
you can
it's
play
just
it,
a.
and if you want it, you play it. Simple as that.
Yeah, it does read as counterintuitive, but cards that scale
Yeah.
well into the late game
Mm.
are.
I'm down to try it out in the
Yeah.
right
The biggest
deck.
issue is that it's power. That's actually the biggest issue. Is 500 power. But
But I mean, that doesn't even seem like that huge of an issue when
no,
like
you turn one
you're
play, you just
yeah, you either encore him with the first effect or you just immediately send him to graveyard anyway for the top 4.
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
All right. Ollie.
Wait, did Ollie just do this card? It's Andy.
Yeah. No.
Oh, he had to rate it.
I hadn't rated it yet. I got screwed over
Oh.
by emulator.
All right.
Okay, so who? I don't know who this is.
This is
Loves
It's
Jesus.
back
Look
to
at
you.
that cross.
Meets you.
Start of the climax phase, you can reveal level 3 Mikey. If you do, choose 2 of your revenge characters, and those characters get 500 power for the turn. And I guess, yeah, this can activate whenever and wherever on your field. So just like, yeah, okay, that's all. And then then use your brainstorm too.
Yeah, so you just
Salvage brainstorm.
just sits in the back row, and if you're holding the Mikey finisher,
Double Reamy.
Better Reamy, yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. Helps your Mikey
Yeah,
to like 14k too with all the other things I mentioned. It's like very nice.
Yep.
If you're playing the Mikey finisher, seems good.
Yep.
Even if you're not, is this the only self tap salvage brainstorm in the set,
Yes.
or okay?
Salvage, yes.
There's 1 search, 1 salvage, 1 check 3.
Yep.
All right, we've got which character is this?
Baji.
Is Baji. Level 0, 1500 power. When he is placed on the stage from your hand, choose one of your opponent's characters, send it to memory, and then your opponent puts it back in any slot on their stage. He's a blinker. When this card becomes reversed, you may reveal up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. If you reveal at least 1 card this way, choose up to 1 revenge character, add it to your hand, and then discard a card. He is an on-reverse Rize and a blinker.
I'm not arguing with you about anniversaries. Fuck anniversaries.
Yeah, are we gonna have that conversation?
Fuck anniversaries.
Do not like
S? Are you
F-
kidding? Just
F-
blinks
F-
to memory. Are you
F-
actually kidding
F for
me?
fuck.
I don't care about Blink.
You guys, you're trolling me. You're trolling me. It's
No,
not
No,
an F.
no.
I don't think
It's not like an F. It's like a D.
I don't.
The timing on reverse Rize can be a little
I'll
bit
give it a
awkward.
D plus because
But in the end, it is still hand filter. It is still deck speed, and it is a blinker stapled to it. So it's not the worst card ever printed by a large.
You can run a critical massive blink and not feel bad about it. Well, at least I wouldn't feel
Oh,
bad about it. I love
I-
Rize.
Then you
I'd
get to run a
feel
critical
pretty
massive
bad
on
about
reverse
it.
Rize.
Yeah,
I would feel lovely about it. I love it. I like it. I like it. I'm not going to argue either. I love it.
Yeah, you're cringe. It's okay.
Yeah, anniversary.
Cringing all the way to the bank, all the way to
Okay,
first place.
You can play that card.
Yeah, go ahead. You put
When
it
was
in
the
your
last time you
deck.
got first of your locals, Andy?
I don't get to play in my locals, dude.
Yeah, he has to run. He has to run.
Not a fair question.
He has to run the cash register.
Cringe.
Brian.
I
wait.
just read the.
Oh, fuck.
That's you.
This is a vanilla
man.
drop salvage.
Sick.
Wow, it doesn't even give
No,
1k
it's on
power.
death. It is on play and on death.
Oh.
Okay, double drop salvage. I like it.
SMH. Writing this card off. You guys are cringe. Read the card, Carmen.
Yeah. Read
What
the
do you
cards.
mean? I'm not
Read the
reading.
words.
Read your
I-
cards.
Look,
Go
I
to
just
the
played.
Zoom.
I just played an English event. We don't read our cards.
You know what they say about assuming.
It makes an ass out of you and only you.
So how much better is a double drop salvage than a
Very.
single drop salvage?
Yeah,
It is a lot
it's
better.
a lot better.
You can play this proactively and then reactively for your next turn as well when it dies. It's actually like a pretty good way to invest 2 stock, I think.
So why are you only giving it a C plus?
It's a
Still,
zero.
yeah,
Like,
it's,
it's like
Not a
I'm
B?
not-
It's close.
like,
Not an
it's
A?
really-
Not a.
Yeah, you know.
I don't really like. I don't.
I think B minus is fair.
I don't like drop searches. I don't drop salvages very much. So I'm a little biased towards drop salvages. They're fine when they're fine, but like
they're a lot
This
worse
card-
early game.
this card is like a card
Yeah.
that like has like only ever been a 1 of in some decks. So like I don't want to give it more than it's like worth. It's still good though. Like it's still like a perfectly reasonable card and the art's sick. But
All right, next, Jason.
All right. This is a 0/0 Baji and Tifuyu. Once played on stage from hand, choose one of your other revenge characters, and that character gains 1k power. And then when you play Climax, you bounce this to your hand. If you do, choose one of your characters, it gets 1 soul. Bouncer.
Mm-hmm.
It's the standby bounce card.
You play it. Does
Play
Mikey
it
use
with the
power?
standby. Yep. Oh yeah, it is good with
Oh,
Mikey.
it gives extra power.
I'll
to
give
Mikey
it the
too.
plus.
That's relevant.
Give it the
yeah.
plus for Mikey. Yep.
I love
Next.
all my homies.
Oh, and actually the well, one more thing, the plus soul again plays into that as well because I don't know. That was one of the things I liked about the Mikey finishers, because like you get to send their card to the top of the deck before like you actually trigger or whatever. You can like set up a nice side attack with the extra soul,
Yeah.
right? Or did I read
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wrong?
You can. No, you can do that. You
Yep.
can give it. You can give the Mikey and Draken a soul and then side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you can get like a side attack for one, like you're stacking a clean card on top, so
Yeah,
it's
you get either
guaranteed.
one.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. We got this level 0 Mikey. All your characters gain the following ability: they cannot side attack. And then on attack, you'll attack out of your deck. If it's a revenge character, all your characters gain 1500 power.
Interesting.
This card's funny. I saw a video with this card. Are you guys familiar with the 1/1 magazine PR event, the red one that people played in like
Yes.
They Became God?
Yes, I am. Unfortunately,
Are you Andy and Brian? Do you guys know the card?
I am familiar with it. Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking
So
about.
it is a 1/1 magazine PR. It is 1/1. Send this to memory. All of your characters get 2k power.
Oh yeah, that card.
So there was a video when around the time the set first came out, a guy was playing 4 of that and this card. So he went double Mikey, slammed 4 of the event, attack with this card. So his Mikeys were like 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 21, 50, and then he also triggered a standby and standby the global 15, so they were 23k power on the board. Just because of that card.
That's funny.
Yeah. That's the only reason I remember this card at all. This card is probably like pretty forgettable because it's like a hard actual cost to have to play it and then reveal top. But
it is
power.
a 25. It is vanilla. It is a lot of
Yeah.
power.
Yeah, 1500 to your whole field is like.
You know what? I think
on
it's
level
probably.
0, that's solid.
I think this
Not
is
horrible,
probably
yeah.
okay. Actually,
It's
I think
fine.
it's probably
Yeah,
an
it's
okay card.
I like it. It's just hard to find room for. I tried to
Yeah.
fit in room for it, but
Seems like a good one of maybe.
Yeah, it's hard to
Mhm.
even. Yeah. All right. Next.
I think we're back to me here. We
Back
got
to
a Mikey counter. When you use his backup, you can discard 2 cards, choose one of your opponent's higher level than their level, and send it to memory. Okay, so this is like the next evolution of the
Yoshino.
shaken Megamine counter. This
Yeah,
like
mhm.
sends it to memory. They can't encore. No funny business. It's just gone.
Yeah, it's like how Red Adachi sent to memory
Finally,
these days instead of
dude, they're
reversing,
finally
yeah.
making Ditch 2's zone anti-change, as they always should have been.
Yeah,
It's such a steep cost.
memory's the red zone now. Is
Yeah.
what they
Yeah.
it's good.
decided.
It's where it needs to be. It's fine. Just stop making reverses. Reversing is bad.
hmm
We need.
Yeah,
we
dude,
need
you
to
could
exile
trigger
the
your
cards.
you could trigger your opponent's on reverse Rize.
I mean, it's a natural power creep, right? Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. You play it if you need it.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's an interchange.
Yeah, sometimes 1,000 power is enough to edge you over a lane anyway, and then you have the extra utility of this like interesting anti-change counter.
I dislike Ditch
sounds
2
good.
as a cost.
Ditch 2 sucks, but on level 1 it's better, and then going to memory is just really strong. I think, especially right now.
The level ones
gets
and
stronger.
the level 1 Ditch 2s are a lot better because there's so much more game left to play.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
can like
recoup your
you
hand.
can
I don't know.
and you probably comboed right before this too, so you probably have like a pretty decent amount of hand.
I just feel like I could never justify throwing away half my hand for an anti-change.
Depends on the set you're playing, right?
Yeah, like when you're playing this with like the choice, like 8 choice or something, it's like pretty insane.
Yeah, because you can afford. It's the same thing as like you play the Yoshino when you're playing Kotri, because you overflow in hand anyway.
Just have a million
Like-
resources. Yeah.
You combo again, you're sick. And then like I mean the pants level one that we'll talk about can also do it because you can loop that combo so often that you don't even like think about discarding 2 cards. You're like, yeah, I'm just gonna combo next turn anyway, whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's fine.
matter. All right, next, Brian.
All right, this is Chifuyu and Baji. Level 1, 3k power. During your turn, for each of your other revenge trait characters gains 1,000, so gets to 7k on a full field. Climax combo, at the end of this card's attack, if this stock soul,
Yes,
probably a level 1 or lower stock soul these days.
It's a trigger salvage split soul.
Okay.
Salvage a trigger split soul, yeah.
Okay. If that climax is in your climax zone, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a revenge character, add it to hand. So it swings at 7 off the salvage split soul.
Which one? First person I want to show this to. Yeah, salvage trigger split soul.
Okay, salvage split soul, cool.
It's bad.
No, do not like this card.
It seems very.
I do not like it, Sam. I am.
Yeah, I think these.
Kind of a +2 because the climax
Shut up,
voices
Oliver.
itself.
I guess.
It's basically as good as the choice combo. You know?
Then you get to run a non-plusing trigger. so
Basically as good as the choice.
sometimes you just kill your opponent with a 2-soul trigger, though.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Next
No,
card.
not at all. You would never.
Next card. Vanilla. Next.
Memory.
3K counter.
No, it's 3K.
Wait, it's not a vanilla. It goes to memory.
Oh,
yeah,
it does go
send
to
this
memory.
to memory.
Yeah,
The
it's a
back-
2-1-3.
the back-
Oh
goes
wait,
to
it's
memory.
not a vanilla.
No, the
It's not a
backup
vanilla, it
goes to memory.
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I thought it was a memory.
It's a
counter,
3K counter that
Yeah.
it itself goes to memory, so it's a compression neutral backup.
That's
Okay,
actually kind of
okay. It's
How-
still
No soul
bad.
trigger.
No soul trigger.
No soul trigger.
But yeah, maybe D plus for going to memory.
It's kind of sick.
Maybe,
Because I feel like you don't end up using
I
a
like
lot of
it.
these counters more
maybe
than one time.
maybe
anyway.
maybe C minus. It's spicy.
Like the argument is you don't use 2-1 counters more than like one time per game anyway, right? So like
Right.
going to memory is just kind of nice if you can do it early enough. And
We
it
should
was
add a
delayed.
soul trigger so I could, salvage it. But
Oh my god!
With all your
salvage trigger-
choices, yeah.
with the salvage trigger split soul,
or like with a
Bottom.
choice trigger or whatever.
salvage trigger split soul. I agree.
Fuck. Next,
Guys, moving on.
please. Next card.
All right. 2-1 Takamichi. With his attacks, this gains X power. 3X is 3,000 times the number of Chifuyu Light of the First Division, which is the Chiuri, in your waiting room. So he gets
Okay, what
he
card
gets
is
plus
that?
12. That's the clean cut.
Oh, okay.
So he gets to 19.5 by himself if you have 4 in your grave.
That's a lot
He's
of power.
big. That's a lot of power.
That is a big number.
Yeah, also, you don't have this card either, Carmen. Come on, you're slipping.
I know. What is it? It's a clean cut?
It's a clean cut.
So with 2, he gets to 13.5.
That chief used backwards now, whatever.
It is what it is.
It do be like that, but it's
I
It's
don't.
weird.
it's funny. I don't
Wow.
think it's great.
There's a lot of power.
I made it worse.
If you
I
are,
feel like
if you are
the clean cuts are
playing-
things you'd want to level or just like.
I mean, if you're playing,
Right?
for clean
Yeah, you-
cut, like I could be down with like playing a single copy of this because sometimes you could just salvage it and it's like insane, right?
Yeah.
If you're playing clean cut, the biggest problem is you're probably not. A lot of the decks are not playing clean cut, but if you are,
Mhm.
I think one of this, the ceiling on this card is like so insane that like a one of is like perfectly fine, right? Even if you have
Yeah.
two, if you have 2 copies of this in your graveyard, this is a 13/5/2/1 attacker, which is like perfectly reasonable,
I
right?
guess
Like,
I guess that is fine. Yeah.
It does
And then-
kill 2/2s as well. It's not like a level
This
3
card-
killer.
this card can almost kill Reinhardt by itself.
Oh god.
That's
Well,
sick.
but Reinhardt just runs away. So
Yeah, but you made him run away. You made him be a little bitch.
that's true.
Takamichi too strong.
Look at those manly tears.
Always crying.
Yeah, he's my crybaby.
Devil man crying. Next card.
Oh, I was thinking like the name of the
That was a
song,
good
but-
show. We got this 3/2 Draken. If you have 2 of this level 0 Takamichi in memory, this is an early play, and it's a 1500 global 1500 if it's in the front row. You probably play it, right? In the
Wait,
standard
what's
deck?
the Takamichi?
It's the
or
broken
fitting
level
man?
0 I've been
It's a
talking
really
about.
good level 0.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it when we get to it soon. That's the level 0 that I kept saying was broken.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it'd be
Oh, this
nice.
is pretty good,
it's
right?
kind of
Yes.
nice in a standby deck because that's the only time you'd ever play this card.
Yeah,
It
you
is
can
kind of
actually play
nice in a standby deck that if you need to hit a specific power number,
Mhm.
you don't have to bank on triggering a standby or playing a standby. You can simply play the card from your hand and get a 2-soul body out of it.
It's like
It's like okay.
I don't know. It's like not a card you'd ever want to actually like play
You
from
don't
hand,
want
spend
to,
2
but
stock
you
on
can.
it.
You don't
you
want
actually
to. The
can.
fact that you can, yeah, is really nice.
Could like win you a whole turn, right? Because it's like you don't have to all of a sudden gamble on hitting this global 15. If it's worth the 2 stock to win the board, you'll just do it.
You just play it. Yeah. You
I
just
guess. I
it's
still kind
memory
of wish it
condition
did
is so-
anything else though.
Yeah, I mean sure, but its memory condition is also just free. Like this card is like nutters, so it's not even like a cost. Like the memory, it's just always an EP basically.
Yeah, it's nice that you always have the option.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Next to Cardo.
yep. Whose card is this?
Whose card is
Andy.
it?
Oh, this is the
Okay.
creepy guy.
Oh, back.
This is me. This is
Maybe
Mikey,
it's
right?
Chifuyu.
No,
Chifuyu.
it's
Oh my
Chifuyu.
Gee, oh my god, everyone's fucking blonde and has the same haircut. This is not
Andy,
fair.
You've gotten the same guy like 7 times
It's
now.
the same guy, Andy.
It's the same one you keep getting.
They all look like Mikey.
Oh my god, they don't. They don't.
Look, he's even looking
Mikey's
over his
hair.
shoulders.
Mikey's hair is slicked back. Chifuyu's hair is forward.
He's platinum blonde.
Dude, he's
Chifuyu
even looking
come
over his shoulder. He's even looking over his shoulders.
Takemichi has a
He's
pompadour.
looking over his shoulder.
Takemichi has a pompadour. Chifuyu has a mop top, and Mikey has the slick back platinum blonde.
Yeah, everyone has awful hair in this show.
What?
Wait, Takemichi's hair is so sick. Fuck
Okay,
you.
their hair's actually pretty good. Ollie.
That
Come on.
pompadour is good.
Pompadours are lame.
Pompadour
Pompadours
is so
are
Pompadours are pretty hype. Come on.
Yeah, you're just dumb.
It's like
You're
you've
just
never
dumb.
watched Space Dandy. Come on.
Yo.
Okay. Pompadours aside, we got this 3-2. When you play him, draw 2, ditch 2, and get a stock back. And when you attack with it, you can pay 3. If you do, stock swap your opponent. I don't like that he actually has to attack to stock swap. It kind of takes up one of your like off finisher lanes or whatever. But
You can
I
stand
do
by
like
him,
the
though.
draw 2, ditch 2.
You can't
There's a-
stand by
There's a
it.
stock
yeah.
swap you can stand by.
It's a good.
Oh,
source of
okay. I guess so. Yeah.
And it's also your only like on color digging level 3 towards your climaxes, so you kind of have to,
Mm.
you have to play it. Like it's not even, it's like non-negotiable.
You big
But can you
grudgingly play
really
one.
afford that 3 for the stock swap?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Yeah, you can. Like I told you, Mikey's really cheap to resolve. Like you can actually.
well, actually, yeah. Like in the games where you don't have to stock swap, he does like double filter you just for one
yeah,
stock.
you'll
'cause he
play him. You'll
refunds.
play him just to filter a lot of the time, and then he's just a stock swap.
Yeah, I mean, if you need that climax, it seems
Mhm.
worth it to me.
I do
yeah.
like that actually.
On attack stock swap, I think is better than people give it credit for. It does
Yeah,
come
you
up a
can-
lot. Because I've played the
you can
Assault
randomly-
Lily one a lot. You can like randomly just kill people.
And you can force the refresh like the last attack, and where you couldn't have reached it before, and just be like, got him.
You can be a little reactive with it, yeah. Cool.
All right, moving on.
All right, we've got
I forget this dude's name.
Mucho.
Mucho. There you go. Man. He's
When this card is placed from your hand to the stage, you can discard a card. If you do reveal the top card of your deck, choose a level X or lower character in your waiting room, return it to your hand. X is equal to the level of the revealed card. On play, Rico effect level 0.
good.
I like this profile.
Yeah.
I think
Ricos are good.
Rico good.
Yeah, Rico, good. Good filter for standby.
yeah, I think if you've got good level 0s to grab back at any point in the game to mitigate the fail case a little bit, I think this card is especially useful.
Just the best costless filter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. Broken Takemichi. If you have one or fewer other characters, it gets a level and 2,500 power. He's a 4K level 1. He is a big boy. When this becomes reversed, there are 2 fewer cards in your memory. You send this to memory.
Oh, he just goes.
Yeah, when he's an oversized until he's done, and then he goes away. So you'll never have to look at him again.
I like it.
He is actually insane. Like this
Big fan.
this card is so nuts because you can also double field this. Like
Oh,
the
it
fact
is
that you
it's
can
one or
slam
fewer.
one
Mhm.
or fewer. So you could slam 2 of these and you just have 2 4K level 1s. And then once you pivot to a tri-field or whatever, after they've plussed you, you just get to just like ream your opponent, and then they just go to memory. And it's like, okay, sure, whatever. I'm glad I never have to look at you again after that.
Yeah, he removes
Yeah,
the
it's,
dead cards later.
That's pretty good.
That
Yeah.
seems.
Yeah, I
I-
like this card a lot.
I love when my
Solid,
cards. I love when my cards that I don't want after the turn they're relevant are just not there anymore. It's like the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, like on
I
reverse
I
reasons.
do like when my plussing 0s just go to memory and I
Mhm.
never have to see them again.
Yeah, it's so good. I never have to draw it. Base card.
All right,
Well,
easy
yeah.
one. Broken and easy.
Also a broken +0, by the way.
All right.
He
Go
is,
ahead.
so this is 0/0 Hanma. If you have 5 or more cards in your hand, this gains +1 level and 1500 power, so it'll be a 3k. With the following ability, the character opposite this and this card cannot side attack. At the start of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this to an empty slot in the front row that has a character's up opposite that slot. So it is Goblin Slayer
Oh,
Chaser.
Goblin Slayer, yeah.
Yeah, so another just cracked level 0 you could be playing.
Wow.
Goblin Slayer is so good.
Yeah.
I thought like eventually, like maybe that card would get power crept, but like then I pull out Prillia randomly, even against new sets, and I'm like, oh, yeah, Goblin Slayer's still dumb.
See,
Still a
good, yeah.
dumb shit card.
Yeah, it just depends on the meta, though, right? Like, is it actually that well positioned right now?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shitter cards.
I think
Too many neon cats.
I think if you field it and your opponent's response is like single 35, and if you like had a brain, you put it in center lane, and it's locked there, you're like more than happy.
I think chasers instead of level 1 are like actually like kind of broken.
Yeah.
Really, you think it's
only
more broken than
3K.
Takamichi, apparently.
I guess if you're like looking,
I do, to be honest.
yeah, if you're looking at like
I've never even
3,500
looked at
center
this card.
runners.
I mean, I think Takamichi's good, but like I just like this profile a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say like if you're looking at like 3,500 center runners, the for the last card we talked about, the 4K that goes to memory is like matches up well against 3,500s.
Yep, it does. No,
Yeah.
That's why I think that card's just insane, right? It's just bigger than 35, so it always pluses. This card does still lose to the 35s, but it's obnoxious, I guess, which is like okay. But I think the Takamichi is like a more well positioned +0 if you're gonna play one. And like every deck in their mom gets 3,500 runners now, so not to say Goblin Slayer is bad. I just don't think he's as good as Goblin Slayer was.
Well, you can kind of also just like play this dude to your back row as well, and then just like run him forward in front of something.
Yeah, he's fine. It's just hard to justify over Takamichi. That was my big issue. I saw this card and I saw Takamichi, and I thought Takamichi was bad. And I was like, yeah, I got Goblin Slayer though. It's whatever. I don't fucking give a shit. And then every list I saw stands for Takamichi's, like every single list. And then I was just like, huh.
Do you run both?
No, you just run Takamichi. Like every JP list, I saw like 2 or 3 JP lists that played Hanma, but like 99% of them all played Takamichi.
There's just too many. There's too many good level 0s. Like,
yeah, that's what I was saying
level
before.
0s
The sets level 0s are great.
All right.
It's like kind of obnoxious.
Next card.
This is Payon.
Card.
Andy. Or Ollie.
Is it mine?
Ollie, yeah.
1/0, all the other Pachin, captain of the 3rd division, gain 4k power. It's at 2/1, I guess. On play, you can shuffle 2 revenge characters back in your deck. To choose a revenge character gets 2k power. And then Spammo Brainstorm for 3. There's at least one of this 2/1 among them. You can choose that 2/1 and spawn it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting card.
All in on the 2/1, baby.
This 2/1's just an 8,500 vanilla.
Yeah, this is like the new age Itsuki thing.
Yeah, you just shit out. You try to shit out a board of 12 5s at level 1.
Yeah, you can play them. You can shuffle the 2/1s back. You can hit them with the brainstorm and
There's
spawn
16
them.
5s if you have 2 of these.
That's pretty hype.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Don't think it's good,
That's about all it is.
but it is funny. Do not
You're gonna stare across this deck at regionals that are gonna hit triple. They're gonna stand by this.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying, Ollie.
Then hit triple Pachins at 0. You're like, huh?
You will get sacked by this.
My team lost to Big Itsuki at Springfest, so it is entirely possible.
I've also died to Big Itsuki before. It's fine.
I don't want to talk about Big Eats.
I just watch my opponent stand by double Itsuki with double Futar in the background. I'm like, I guess I could just never win board. For the rest of the game.
All right, next card. Nick to Andy.
This is a new character.
Baji.
It's Baji.
It's
still.
Baji.
Oh, okay. He has angry eyebrows in this one.
He's got actual good hair.
If you have one or fewer other characters, in your front row, he gets 4K. At the start of your attack phase, if he's standing and there's one or fewer other characters in your front row, him and the other guy get when this attacks, look at the top card of your library. And if it's a revenge character, you can add it to your hand. Or you could just put it to your waiting room if you want.
Dual laners.
Dual laners.
I fucking hate dual laners, dude. Fuck dual laners.
It's a dual
wait,
laner
this
that
card.
pluses you.
We went over.
Climax
We learned
this
this with the other card. That the other part of the dual laners. This is like unironically the best dual laner ever printed.
Yeah, this is nutty.
This is always a fucking Climax's +2.
The other part of this is better than this one, just for what that's worth. But they're both pretty nuts actually for what a dual laner is.
Do either of them gain soul or no?
No.
I don't think so. It
Okay.
doesn't look like it,
You just get to accrue advantage.
Yeah, they are both purely resource generators.
Okay. I'm down. I mean, Climaxless +2.
Guess a C then.
I think this is pretty
plus. It's
cool.
fucking dual laners are still too much of a meme for me, but it is just the best of the shit that they keep printing. But I will never play a dual laner. Never, ever, never.
I'll play dual laners. They're sick.
You're a meme.
They are a meme.
Did you know dual laners were actually like
Bad.
pretty okay?
All right, Brian.
Bad.
All right, 54. Kisaki, 10, 4,500 power. When your other revenge character attacks, this gains 1,000 power for the turn, so it can swing at 6,500. When this card attacks, you may sacrifice a character. If you do, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a revenge trait character, add it to your hand.
Yeah, 0-2.
He's a 0/2.
That's
attack,
0/2.
yeah.
That's fine.
Good.
So-
Adam slaps.
Probably pretty good in standby, right?
No, it's actually I think it's really
Really?
awkward in standby actually.
You
Well,
open up
you're-
a spot for yourself. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you're making boards you don't want to sack.
Hmm.
Well, when you've developed a board, obviously you wouldn't want to play this down, but like on like your first like level 1 turn or so.
But you're playing like a 12 standby deck, right? So like ideally you're not getting into those situations as often where like you can afford to just sack a dude. I don't know. I think this card's like it's kind of hard to justify. It's like fine, but
I think the 0/2 profile is still pretty good.
no, 0-2 profile is good. That's like why I like it.
Yeah,
because I
I
think
mean, just
0-2
being
is,
able to
like-
crash out a lane and plus off it is handy if you're in a deck that can utilize that.
All right. Next. We got.
Wait.
this.
Huh?
Does that work with the dual laners? The Adam? Or the 0/2?
no. Start of your attack
start
phase.
of attack phase, yeah.
Oh, dang. That would have been cool.
All right. 1/1 Takemichi. If the cost of the character opposite this is level 0 or lower, it's a level 2. What is
AK.
it? AK? One of
Mhm.
these. And then when your other revenge character is front attacked, you can sack this and give a character 2,500 power.
Yeah, this card worked from the back row. It's pretty sick.
It is a field backer from back row.
This is like part of like the 6/1/1 list for the
Yeah,
standby
yeah.
deck.
They play 4 Draken, 2 of this usually.
Really?
But
Okay.
this helps make sure your Drakens can actually win the board if you like cheat these out because your Drakens kind of suck, right?
Yeah.
They just give you a way when this card would die anyway. You just you win. You modulate the lane that you're actually gonna win.
hmm
It's good.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. I'm down with that line. I normally think in a standby meta these are bad, but depends.
I
Well,
still
it's-
like
it's
that.
not
I still like the
bad.
other one that like reveals the top card of your deck and maybe puts a
Yeah,
level
but
3
in
into
a
play.
standby meta, this can win you the other lane in a standby deck, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, I
You
can win it on
lane.
defense. Yeah. All right. Next.
What's this? Where is it? Scrolling. Ah, here it is. Takemichi and Tifuyu. When your other revenge character attacks, oh, when your other
Bless
revenge
you.
character attacks, thank you. This gains X power times 500, Rex the number of your revenge characters. And then it is an encore phase. Pay 1 if you have another rested characters. You may rest this.
So swings
It's
at-
so it's Tazasa. It's Tazasa with hard encore.
yeah, swings at 10k, has Harna Encore.
It can get pretty big.
Yeah.
I
So wait.
Nah.
I don't know if it's relevant.
So this isn't played as the other 1/1.
No, because this card gets really awkward.
Hmm.
Takamichi
Why wouldn't I
brings
just
you
play
other
that
lanes.
sweet Adachi that goes to memory?
I like this card. I
Well,
like these, but
Yeah, Ryan tried this. I'm purely basing it off conjecture from Ryan. Ryan said that he did not like this over the field counter.
I mean, if you're in a standby deck, which I assume you are if you're playing this, you don't want to be losing board anyway. So
Yeah.
you're not using the Harna Encore on this ever. It would be better if it had like a normal.
If it was
Encore
hand encore,
effect.
it'd be better. Yeah,
Alright.
it's awkward. The hard encore makes it more awkward than it should be.
all right. Moving on. Ollie.
Yeah, this 2/1 Mikey. Your other character in the front center slot gains hand encore, and it's a 2k assist level 3s.
Okay,
It's cool.
I like it.
It
Pretty
kind of
okay.
probably conflicts with the 3/2 that already makes your things unable to be reversed.
Yeah.
The yellow one.
Mm.
But you can hard play this down and then stand
Yeah.
something else out if you want to.
This is better in non-standby decks, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
early
for
plays.
sure.
There's actually a lot of standby decks playing this as a one-off.
I can see it.
Yeah, they play one so that they can go like proactively stand by a Mikey instead, and then if they hit a Mikey to the front row, they can have it have hand encore. You can also use this with the funny 1/1, and then if you spawn a level 3, it has hand encore.
Oh, true.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down. It's like a tech down. All right, next, back to the top. Oh, vanilla. Next.
Vanilla that
Yeah,
works
fuck
with
that
works
dude.
with that card, yeah.
And,
This is a real new character, Andy. You're fine.
This is Smiley.
Miley?
Smiley.
Smiley.
He's
Oh,
happy.
he's always smiling. What a flavorful card.
Yeah, and his brother's name is Angry.
Wow, manga. You know, those mangakas out there, they're really pushing the limit.
Yeah, they're pushing the envelope.
Wait, is it really? I thought that was a joke.
Yeah, no, it's really his brother's name.
Do we have any angry cards?
No, we don't.
Unfortunate.
It's
Oh my
fucking
God.
cringe.
If you have 2 or more other revenge characters, he gets 3,000. 229k. He has Twin Drive and he has Encore.
This is just but better.
No, it's 500 weaker though at full power.
Oh, it
Drive
is. It
nice,
is 500
yeah.
weaker.
But
This
his
is like,
condition is so
okay.
much. His condition is so much better.
Yeah.
That you're willing to lose the 500. I think.
Trigger
Twin
check.
Twin Drive and
Yeah.
standby.
Trigger check in 12 standbys is pretty,
Yeah.
pretty lit.
This card is this is the 2/2 you play. There's like one more 2/2, but this is the one you play. I like
Yeah,
this card a lot.
you only play this in standby, but yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it from Niji. So
Fuck hate standby Niji, dude.
fuck you.
Same.
I'm all about 8 pants Niji now, right, Brian?
The Conatus scorned me the other day. I have to give it another try.
Me too. Don't worry. And then I started playing it more, and I bullied Oliver. It was sick.
Okay.
Jason
yeah,
didn't even know that dude.
Yeah.
I hit Jason with the same thing that you hit me with last night. Where
Yeah, it was cross turn.
and I was like, I don't
yeah.
believe you. Jason was like, I don't believe you either. Like, I gotta go check it.
I'm like, yeah, I read the card 3 times because I didn't believe it at first myself.
It makes so much more sense for that card to just be on attack 3k
Right.
power because it grabs events.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That card's fucking sick.
it just sits at 6k cross turn for no reason. It's broken.
Yeah, that card's sick.
All right.
All right, Ryan.
Well,
go
we've
ahead.
got this level 0 Mikey. At the start of your climax step, choose one of your other revenge characters, or choose one of your revenge characters can choose himself. And for the turn, that character gains X power. X is equal to 1,000 times the level of that character. Okay, so don't choose himself. Choose another character, rest this, and that character gains +1 level until the end of your opponent's next turn. So you can-
Okay. This is a
Build
way
There
your
you
to
go.
own- your own deicide Adachi.
this is a way to pump 4K to your Mikey.
The Mikey finisher, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the intent here. But
You
the
can
spicy play is to rest him, give himself a level, then give himself 1,000, and then he's
Dude,
rested.
there's many spicy plays here.
And then he's
You can-
rested and can't attack.
You can you can rest that. You can give anything a level, so you can
So you use
get rid of
this.
something with your
You use
adoption.
this with the level
Yeah.
down, right? So you play that level down, Mikey. You level down their card, and if your opponent tries to be slick and put a level 0 on the board, like, hey, you can't side attack me. You just give it a level, and you're just like, got him.
Yeah.
Just level their thing up
That
and
is-
then
that is a-
adachi it.
That is a funny line of
No,
play that
that's
would probably
beta.
come up.
That's some beta shit.
No,
It'll never
that's
come out
sick.
because you're not playing this card.
Well, yeah,
True,
obviously.
yeah.
But this card is funny, and I don't think it's that bad. I'll give it a C.
I think it's really, really versatile. Because you can even if you're not doing the cute plays where like with the level modulation where you're like leveling their stuff up or down, or your stuff up or down, you can still just always treat it as like I'll give my thing an extra level,
And then you
which
get
is then going to give it translate to 1,000 more power. So
Yeah,
that's
but
like,
you just get adachied.
huh?
Because
You
it's
get-
Oh, it
the
lasts.
opponent's
It
turn.
lasts.
it's
The
the end of your
level
opponent's
sticks.
turn.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah, so
But-
it is.
hmm.
So you can technically, if you
You
buff
keep
your
the
team-
power.
No, you don't keep the
Power's
power.
only on turn.
That'd be a lot of power to just keep. That'd be kind of sick.
I still like it. That's like, there's a lot of shit you can do with this card.
That's okay. You can like it. I'm happy that you like it.
I do like it.
It
I
is
think
funny.
I'd definitely tech it.
Well, the next card's also probably an Andy card.
Yeah, this is an Andy card. This is just worse than the Need You one though. But
All right. What?
Kazutora, he's a blue boy.
But he's red.
Yeah, but he's like
This is-
one of the main blue.
This is mine, right? Yeah.
It is,
Kazutora. When this becomes reversed, if the level of your opponent is X or lower, you may reverse that character. X is the number of Kazutora in your waiting room.
Is that this card?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this
If you're-
card's sick. This card's sick.
If you're good at the game, it's a level 3 bomb.
Yeah, if you just happen to have 3 of these engraved, level 3 bomb, not level 0.
This is the counterplay to the them spawning a level 3 off the 1/1 in the mirror.
Yep.
I hate this card design.
Yeah, it's really dumb. It's funny, but it's dumb.
It's really bad, but someone's gonna hit you with this, and you're gonna feel awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna be upset. Just like the sets in it from Need You too. That's like, oh, reverse
Yeah.
bomb, level 3 bomb.
Absolutely
yes, we did, yep.
cancerous effects. All right, Jason, you get the
Oh
good
yeah,
card.
look at the banner card. All right, bet. So when split on stage from hand, if your opponent has one or fewer characters in their front row, you may choose a cost 0 or lower in your front row and put it to the waiting room. Then this has put the top card of your library into clock. If you do, when split on stage from hand, you may put the top card of your library into stock. So this is a clock 1 to stock 1, and a neon cat to waiting room.
See, he's punching you.
This card is actually fucking broken.
Yeah, I
You-
think this is actually busted.
You actually cannot level lock Tokyo Avengers
Yeah.
because of this card. If you like open this and open a Ricky and this, it's absurd.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have so much stock that this card will cheat all your stock, and like your big wombo combo finisher in blue needs a bunch of stock, but it doesn't matter because you're losing the game on the next turn anyway, right? You're dumping so many resources that if you don't kill him off that turn, it doesn't matter. So you just cut yourself to make as much stock as you need with this card. It just supplements everything. This card is just so nuts.
There's
Over the
also a
course of the game.
Rico in the set. You can grab it
Yeah,
back
like-
easily.
You can recur it.
Yeah, because like the easiest way to think of this, I think, is like when we Ricky, right? We Wiki for hand, but hand is a far more easily replenishable resource in this game that you can go over resources on compared to stock. Stock, you only ever make a finite amount of stock in a game, without playing like stalkers to like help supplement that, right? Like you can
Yeah.
basically assume how much stock you will make a game, give or take. This card kind of cheats that and lets you just make proactive main phase stock, which you can spend immediately, which I think is like the nuts.
I'm gonna go out. I think this card's
I think this
actually
card's nuts.
broken. I think this
Yeah.
card's absolutely broken, bonkers,
Like, this is-
busted.
I mean, it just has a good on play effect too. Like as a
Yeah,
going second, you just nuke their card.
if this card is ever printed again, I hope it doesn't have any other text because I think this is a little too nutty.
I'm not convinced it's S tier, but it
Yeah.
reads really good to me.
It's
You could
just-
turn
Because if you're
Probably
not
A
playing
plus,
something
yeah.
where you need the stock,
Well,
he's
think
just
about
like
the
a
lines,
glorified
dude.
neon cat. But
yeah,
Th-
just
th-
clock
yeah,
yourself,
think up-
Ricky. Clock yourself, Brainstorm.
Think about the
free.
lines this opens up for you over the course of an entire game because it's a level 0. This is active.
yeah,
No matter when you draw
Yeah.
it, it is a +1 stock. It does not require you to ditch hand. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, Tanner always fucking cooms over that fucking Kanata that
Kanata.
can stock you too. Like, where you can ditch 2 hand to make 2 stock. But, like, think about this. Like, the longer you think about it, the dumber the card gets, I think.
Yeah, the amount of times this card will just randomly reach you for stock for like a Ricky you shouldn't have been able to resolve, or like
Yeah.
a Brainstorm you shouldn't have been able to resolve, etc. Is just like so often. It's just
Mhm.
there. Like you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, I gotta play a shitter. Sure, let me clock myself one. I've used this card just to put the early play on my board. It was really funny. I think it was like me and Oliver playing or something. I don't remember who, but I played it. I clocked myself to have a card to heal. And then it gave me the stock to play the early play. So I just paid 2, healed
Yeah.
back to stock, and I just put it 9-5 on the board. I'm like, okay, sure.
this is a bannable card.
Yeah, if this card, if Tokyo Avengers actually became like that oppressive, this would probably be one of the cards that would be a problem.
I'd believe that, yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah,
that.
this card's fucking insane.
And
if
the
they-
comment, this is a fucking.
Just
comment.
you wait.
Common.
Just you wait. 7 Deadly Sins set 2.
I didn't play
Fucking
this.
fucking Attack on Titan. This is the card that's gonna get printed. I bet you any money. And it'll be disgusting in there too. No matter what. This card's
Does
always
the,
disgusting.
I do have a. Does the Wombo combo finisher, does that
Yes.
require hand?
Yes, it requires
Or-
hand.
I was gonna say, like you
But you
into
only
the
ever.
Wombo's pretty cool, but
Well, no,
You'll
no,
never
so-
field one.
But the problem is you don't field a lot of dudes into the Wombo. Like your Wombo combo card is your like only level 3 you're usually committing to the board. So you can afford to play and you need to have a full board for that card anyway.
okay, you do need
Yeah.
you sack from field, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
do
whenever
like
your
that
games
into
are
the
going
Wombo.
bad, if you sculpt for these alongside it, these can just supplement any stock you might have missed during the game to reach there. It's
Yeah.
Oh my god, I knew I shouldn't have reviewed this set with you guys. Now I wanna Oh my god, I wanna buy it. That's so cool.
That's so funny.
I
love
wanna
this set.
play it. I wanna buy this set in English just to play this
Dude,
card.
I love this set.
I wanna-
It's so much fun.
I wanna feel the power of this card. Like, this card opens up so much for you.
Yeah,
when
it's
you
free
play
stock.
it.
It literally means your stock in a game is no longer finite. Like you can
Yes,
have as much
yeah,
stock as you
exactly.
want, as long as you can afford to take the damage.
As
you have
much stock as you are willing to take damage for, which is a lot more than you are willing that you will usually generate in a game. Like, just straight up.
Oh my god, I really want a Wombo. I really want a nut.
The Wombo feels sick.
Yeah, how many copies of this are you usually on?
Standby plays
3.
like 2 to 3.
Yeah.
In the Baji, you might argue 3 to 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm on 2, but I could
because it's also just a good going second card too. That
Yeah,
makes you feel
right.
better about playing more of it.
Kills the thing, yeah.
yeah. I could see probably trying up.
Common, by the way.
Yeah, right.
All right, next. Ollie.
Oh, this is me. This is level 0. Pay 2. Put one of your other revenge characters from stage waiting room. Choose this standby and add it to your hand. Wow.
Yeah. I thought this might be playable. It's not.
Yeah, this sucks.
It's other character too.
Yeah,
Great.
I wondered if 2 and a sack would be worth a standby sometimes. It's just not. It just never is.
It doesn't read great. Sometimes maybe it reads like you might want to recur that standby, like it might be okay, but
Maybe you just like run him as like a 1 or 2 of, and like he's just like on your field, and you can just grab standby whenever you want.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
that's
just.
how I felt about it at first, and it just does not come up.
I think you'd rather just play the 12
wanna do?
standby.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
high
yeah.
roll of that.
he's on a
stronger.
different standby than the other 8
Yeah.
you normally play, yeah.
Yeah, he's his own.
Okay.
He's like extra standbys in hand, whereas Dragon's extra standbys in your deck, which is arguably just stronger because you want to trigger them.
Right.
Back to Andy.
Okay, we got this guy. When your character's trigger check reveals a climax with 2 soul trigger icons on it,
Yo.
you can discard a revenge character if you do choose a character in your waiting room and add it to your hand. He's a 2 soul assist. Wow.
Wow.
And then yeah, so choose a so you can start up, discard a card from your hand, and rest 2 of your characters. Choose a character in a waiting room with the same name as a character on your stage or your opponent's stage and return to your hand. This card, I don't like it. Unless like you're really just running a deck with a lot of 2-soul triggers, and that's like
I mean, it's not even like Professor
odd,
Pants who
then.
pays out the 2-soul. He just
Yeah, just
he's
Don't
selective,
like
I
it.
guess, but
just
He's more
salvage.
sus than Professor Pants.
he is.
He is more sauce.
Do any
Yeah,
combos even
I
work
don't.
off of 2-souls?
I don't like.
The
This
bad
is
red one
bad.
I talked about a little while
I'll stick
ago.
to my guns. I think this
doesn't-
card's unplayable.
Yeah, this
Does
card's
not
bad.
seem great.
It's like cool with like the stock soul combo, I guess, but that's about it.
Salvage trigger split soul.
Salvage
Yeah,
trigger
that-
split soul, yeah.
Yeah,
That
that thing. Because
That
you like
thing.
reveal the top, add that to hand, then you can just filter that into a better card if you trigger it 2-soul.
All right. Next.
All right, we've got this Chifuyu. If there are 1 or fewer other characters in your front row, this gets 4K. Oh, this is the other dual laner.
Mhm.
At the start of your attack step, if this is standing and there's 1 or fewer other character in your front row, all characters in your front row gain the following ability. When this attacks, you may choose a revenge character in your waiting room and put it in your stock.
Wow.
That's
you
fucking
get,
hype.
you get so many pluses with those dual laners.
If you play 2 of this, you generate
+1 stock.
You generate no. If you play 2 of this
Oh, yeah, you generate 4 stock. Yeah,
as your
yeah,
dual
against
laner,
each
you
other.
generate no, you generate 6 that turn.
No,
Yeah.
4. Four extra.
Yeah, you
6
generate
total.
4 extra. In
Oh,
in
yeah.
GGO, you were only ever making 4, but in this, you're making
'cause they
6.
both have
Yeah, 'cause they
2
all
instances
gain.
of
Okay,
stock, and then
I
you
like
put it
dual
in your
laners. I'm gonna give it the C plus. I think
That's-
dual laners are hype. Like, but
This one's a B+,
I'll give it a
it's the
C because
better.
that is pretty high.
It's the better of the 2.
I like the Wombo combo, and if you just take 1 turn of 2 attacks, then you're just set for the rest of the game, right?
Quite possibly if you have enough cards in your
You
waiting
just
room to
you
stock
just
at this
like
point.
field 2 of these and attack 2 times for a single turn whenever you get like a good chance for it, and then you just have stock for days.
And then you fall behind because you dealt 2 damage that turn.
But then you're womboing, and then you're
also dealing 1 soul
Wombo's back.
attackers.
Yeah, I
you're
do
missing
think
the forest for the trees here.
I do think
Yeah.
I do think the big problem with these dual laners is these dual laners don't have extra soul. Where
Like, the GGO ones at least pushed as much damage as 3 attacks did.
Right.
yeah, they were coin flipping to do so, but you didn't fall behind in damage to play them. Whereas this, you lose that to make a ton of extra resources. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty sick. I hope somebody comes up with something for this. I'll leave this one to Dean. Dean loves dual laners. He'll make something. All right, next card.
Creepy dude.
Who's this?
You?
Me? Yeah. All right. Frontal 500 assist. When your climax card is played, you may pay 1. If you do, mill top 2. It's cigarettes.
Oh, it's the
Amagi.
Benji
It's
card.
the day. No, it's the day became God card,
Yeah,
but worse.
it is worse because it's a level 1.
It's an Amagi but cigarettes.
It
yeah.
also loses enough. It also loses text to be
Yeah, it does.
5.
It does lose. It's fine, but
kinda whatever. Yeah.
I don't think it's that great. Fringe playable.
I don't think you're hurting for pluses.
No, I don't think you are either. All right, Jason.
Shimakai.
Wow.
It can
Oh,
buff itself. It can buff itself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It loses 500 power for that.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because it can be bigger than any Shimakai.
That's a card.
This card's actually pretty playable though. It's also Mikey looking over his shoulder, by the way.
Oh,
It is yet another one.
Yeah, he's smiling too.
He is.
All right, next.
Alright,
Ollie.
got this 2-1. Rest this. Reveal attack on your library. If it's a level actually lower character, put it in your hand next to a number of Mitsuya's founding memory waiting. I'm assuming this is Mitsuya's founding member.
No, Mitsu
is
founding member
not.
is the coin flip that we haven't talked about in blue.
Ah, okay.
Poor Carmen.
I can't. Fuck me, dude. What card is it?
It's the coin flip double R, the second one in blue. Nope, that's the Baji. That's the first card in blue.
God
That's the
damn
brainstorm.
it. This one. Found it. Whatever.
It's costless plussing, I guess.
Well,
It could plus you, I
Yeah,
guess.
potential
Yeah.
plus. Not really selective. It's. I don't
It's
think. I don't think you.
I think it's a lot of dead slots.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Also-
the coin flip's a good card, though, right?
no.
It is
No.
also at level 2, which is pretty late.
Yeah, too late.
Alright.
Yep. Next card, we got this level 2 Draco.
Draken.
Draken.
Draco
Fuck!
Malfoy.
I was trying to do it right that time, and I.
Draken,
Damn it!
Draken,
Draco
Don't say it. Don't
Malfoy.
say it. when I do it.
Draken Malfoy.
Okay. Start of your encore step. This goes to the
Specific
bottom of your
card.
deck. You say that for every fucking common.
Oh, he's a 2-1.
Oh, this is an Andy card.
This is a 2-1
2-1
13-5. What the fuck?
Oh, that is pretty cool, actually. All right. Okay. At the end of this card's attack, if you have the
If you have the
best card ever in your memory,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can pay 1 and discard a card from your hand and sacrifice this card. You do choose a Draken only way forward to attack is in your waiting room and put it rested in the slot. This is on.
Why is this so big? What the fuck?
because it goes to
So
Fucking
okay,
massive.
so
Why is that effect worth 5k power?
you ignore the drawback of like having to go to the bottom of your deck by doing the recollection effect, pay 1, ditch 1, and then he just changes into that 3/2.
Yeah, so he kills a thing and then he
Yeah.
plays your 3/2.
And,
I
and you only,
guess.
You only need notably.
Yeah,
he
you only
cheats
need
the early
one.
play condition because it's only 1 instead of 2. So he cheats the early play condition. He killed a thing and then he put your dude on board. So he basically costed as much. He costed as much as playing the card.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd rather play this than the other card that we looked at earlier, the one that's like for each clean cut in your waiting room gets 3,000 power.
Oh, sure.
Ugh,
I think I'd
yeah.
rather just play this as like my one of like big one costed like thing because he hits the same power level.
is this the highest base power character in Weiss?
It might be.
It might be.
Yeah, it might be.
Massive.
13-5
Huh, that's a
base
one.
power.
It's
That's
really
a lot of power.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna give it a 13,500.
It seems it's okay.
It is like a C. I think it's perfectly.
He got fucked up in that art.
He
He
did.
did. He was. But he's having a good time.
All right, next.
All right, got a 2/2 Baji. During your opponent's turn, when this card becomes reversed in battle, you may discard a card. If you do, rest this, and at the start of your next encore step, it dies. It resonates with the Mikey finisher at the start of your climax step. Reveal the Mikey. If you do, it gains 6k, goes up to 13 for the turn.
Do not like.
Doesn't seem good for standby. No.
All right. Next. Oh, we got this Mitsuya, right? Did I get it right?
I
Mitsuya?
think
Mitsuya?
Mitsuya.
Yeah.
Mitsuya. Yeah, that's what I said first. Okay. We got it. On 3/2 on play, mill 2, deal X. X is equal to the number of soul triggers you milled. Oh, okay.
It's also a salvage trigger split soul.
Okay. On attack, if the salvage trigger split soul is in your climax zone, it's up to one of the cards in your opponent's waiting room, put it on top of their deck. This gains 6k. So it's a 16-5.
Yes.
You get to run your the dream. You get to run the 2 soul filter, and both shitty combos.
Wow, it's
Yeah.
like the fucking worst version of Gil I've ever seen.
I think it's a 3.
Yeah.
When you play red, you just get to play big numbers the deck.
Yeah,
Well, actually, you do get like a burn on play. You do get some like reach with it because of that. But
Yeah, you can go burn one for 2 stock on play. Sick.
well, no, it would be burn
X,
3.
Sorry, it'd be burn 2. It'd be burn
Yeah.
2. Oh no, burn 4. It'd be burn 4. Cringe.
Well,
Plus
Like,
one
clearly
box.
you get all of your damage from triggering the 2 soul triggers over the course of the game.
Do not like.
yeah.
Okay, event. Jason, go ahead.
1/1. Search your library for a climax. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. Shuffle your library.
He's never see play.
Except in Day Became God.
Well,
And
that
in
one
your-
went
and
to
your-
memory.
And in your Copium Dragon Maid list.
Okay, that's different. That's 1/0 Saka character.
It's like the same fucking thing.
No, no.
It's like the same thing.
Okay,
That's
look.
basically-
You've played and sat across from Ruby,
Uh-huh.
right? Okay, if that deck doesn't hit level 1 combo, you lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's
Yeah.
the
I
thought
mean,
process.
You
Okay,
still played the same fucking card. If it was a 1/1, you would have played it all the same and just complained about it.
okay, you're right. I would have complained about it. Actually, in an 8-choice deck, it might have been better.
Might have.
Yeah,
Might have.
okay. Card's probably a fine. It's okay.
If you need it, you play it, right?
He's got a
Well,
that is a high kick.
Yeah, dude. This is what he's doing. This
Yeah,
is what he's doing to his opponent when you resolve your combo.
I don't think the leg can actually is supposed to
You
stretch that
kick
high.
him in the face.
You dome him.
Mikey's always kicking
play
people.
this in 28 choice so you can keep triggering choices.
Oh, true.
Yeah, got to recur that combo. Okay, that's it for red. We'll see everybody in blue.